Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing some more MekHQ. Always the wrong way the first time. Every time. So you may have noticed, by the way, good morning Mr. McGorilla and good evening Varank, if you can hear me from the kitchen. You may have noticed I had ordered some cockpits that I noticed that we were out of, and also I picked up some AMS systems and some ammunition for said AMS systems. That all happened off screen. I'm sorry, I just didn't want to forget, and then not have those standing by when the time comes. I had mentioned on Discord that we do have a handful of mechs in storage that are not in the best shape, as in they need repairs. And that was, if I recall, well, first of all, we've got Doc's old Stalker, which is in rough shape, but we're maybe holding on to that one for posterity. I don't know. We do also have the Stalker 3H, which is an interesting build, I think. Not to be confused with the Stalker 4Ps down here, 75 tons. Anyway, I've gotten off topic. Let's see, last week we had taken the Cataphract and the Guillotine out of mothballs, and I think I've settled on the Guillotine as a replacement for the Archer in the meantime, on account of it has, I think, less dependence on ammo, and more firepower just in general. I don't know, it's a tough call. But it already has the double heat sinks, which is real big for an energy-based loadout. The Cataphract only has 16 heat sinks. I want to upgrade the Cataphract, but I don't really want to run it as is. Actually, what I would like to do, I don't remember if I saved the kit. It was the 1X KDM, was it? No, it was not. Here. I just wanted to upgrade the guns real quick, just to something a little bit more modern. That's going to be the PPC, and that was in the... Oh, right. Because we need tech level other than intro to get the ERPPC. So yeah, ERPPC, and that was, if I recall, that was in the right arm, it's like. And then LBX, excuse me, the autocannon 10 I wanted to replace with the LBX. And that, of course, was in the right torso. Now, actually, do I want to relocate that to the left torso so it's less of a, less concentrated? And also, I definitely want to turn the medium lasers around front facing in preparation for when we put double heat sinks in it. Yeah, we can do 1 ton each of standard and cluster. You can always swap it out in the lobby or in the hangar, but yeah, generally 1 ton of standard and 1 cluster is what I roll with. And that's gonna take more time than I would have thought, actually. Yeah, the cluster ammo is good against vehicles, good against VTOLs, it's good for crit seeking. This is a refit that I just wanted to get started. Actually, is that going to be a Mark II? Yeah, that's going to be a Mark II. And we can have... Oh, we've got vessel crew member who can do it on a 12 plus. No, we're looking for a mech tech. We'll have Veronica start on that. We'll just call it the Mark II. Maintenance refit, no big deal. The guillotine, was there anything we wanted to do here? I don't think there is, considering we want something that's ready for action. It's pretty much there already. We could probably throw an Endosteel skeleton on it, but that's going to take forever, and it would be for 3.5 ton gain, which, I mean, it's significant, but it's not overwhelming. But we were looking for the ones that were damaged as well. There was a dragon that I wanted to take out of mothballs. I'll have Kazuko do that. What else was there? I honestly have forgotten. I know there was a panther and a hunchback. Yeah, we were gonna salvage this hunchback. I will have Kostya take that out of mothballs. No. Okay, maybe not Kostya. Lonnie? Do we have Lonnie? No, we'll have Elizabeth do that. Let's see, it was the Panther 9R. Oh, we can't use Kostya because Kostya's doing maintenance. Lonnie. And it was an archer. An archer was the last one. It was the 2K. Was for some reason missing its LRM 15s. We'll have, not Kostya, we'll have to have Fred Modry take it out of mothballs. Seems like a waste of his talent, but okay. Into the repair bay. We'll have, we don't need 3s, but we can do that on 4s, hopefully. We've still got B with full-time. I was gonna have Fred Modry do the armor, try to make that 40th XP so that he could become an elite. We'll save Ediborg for maybe an arm or a leg needing to be put back on. Let's see, we can have got one Shoyav has 60 minutes, that'll be 30 now. It'll be 15 now. I think 15 is where he's gonna be stuck. We're gonna have to advance the day to get the rest of our tech time. No, failed. Gained an XP at least. Yeah, since it's gonna take until tomorrow, might as well. Yes, left leg with a busted hip. We need to salvage. We need to swap to left leg. We got an actuator to remove. For George Valdez, do that on 3. We put this back in repair mode. Very important that you put it back in repair before you swap the next day if you have any work in progress on it. Otherwise, your work in progress may end up actually salvaging parts you were trying to repair. At least that's how it was in older versions. Have not tested it in 49 point anything probably. It was probably 48 that I tried it on. We're gonna have Fred Modry do the armor. We've got some leg parts that needed to be replaced. We're gonna have to scrap this so that we can replace it. Why do we not have any 60-ton lower arm actuators? One that we're gonna use plus 4 spares. That should be it for today for that mech. Hunchback. We can Lima do that over the course of today and tomorrow. Susan can salvage the AC-10 over the course of today and tomorrow. MekHQ and Tamalika can take care of these other medium lasers. And if we want to salvage the head, we're going to have to scrap the small laser. Or do we sell it with the head intact? Either way. Yeah, we'll go ahead and scrap the small laser. So we've still got armor, we've got bust leg. Just lining up all the time settings for when we are able to get parts put on. Those are going to be ×4. All right, and I think, well, I'm gonna have Penny start on this. That's gonna take like a week. Have Chris start on this. That'll take her until tomorrow. We've got some regulars that can be knocking out the actuators. Could probably do that in one day, but I was committed already. Oh, we've got this head here that we can take off on 4. And then she can start repairing this left torso on a 4 as well. Right arm, we can have Guillaume do that in a couple of days. We have Kostya try to do that and fail. And we'll have Vernita try that, and she should be done trying that tomorrow. We've still got a leg to put on. Alright, so advancing to the 17th. Unmaintained. Oh, bother. That's gonna be the dragon and the hunchback and the panther. You know what? Not worried about the hunchback. Worried about the dragon. I mean, I'm worried about the dragon army. That's Ogiko should work there. We give the panther. To Halima, I suppose. That should be everything. Looks like. Look, if you're interested, you think you could refit the Crusader 3R into a 6T. Ooh. Okay, let me check that out. We got a Crusader 3R here. We have no one that can activate it at the moment, except maybe Alexandru. I want it done in less than 3 days. If I wait until tomorrow, I can have someone with all their time do it. So yeah. Go ahead and advance the day. Yes, unmaintained units. We'll activate that with an Aceto, sure. Alright, and then this always bothers me to see this red tab up here. C3 slave. I'm not sure if we have one of those. We have none of those, and it is in fact impossible to get a hold of. Does it say why? It is extinct. For real? Let's try. We'll buy a lance's worth of those. And one master. Let's see if that actually is extinct or if it's just saying that. Let's see, 65 times 5 is, what is that, 230 plus 295? Do we have a 295 engine? I doubt it. That would be a 295 XL engine, actually. I'm gonna wait until, let me just get through the daily log real quick, and I'll get back to that. Maintenance on the long tom, not terrible. We've got working on the left arm of the hunchback. We got the AC out and the medium laser. Still working on a couple of other things. Did fix the right leg. Failed to salvage the medium laser. We got the jump jet out. We've got the Cronus. Gonna be a while. The Ash's Archer is gonna be even longer. The Cataphract is not gonna be that long. We found a bunch of cockpits. Burnt Nakamura gained an XP. Is that enough? No, only 5. This is Celtic, also got an XP. That gives her 10. She's already elite, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that edge point. Use a bonus part to get one. Oh, we don't have bonus parts. We're between contracts. That could be an issue. Also, yeah, the C3 Master is also very pricey. So back here to the hangar, let's check out this Crusader. Use refit kit. Oh, no. Did that. I don't know. Went everywhere. That was the 6T we're looking for. I'm not seeing a 6T available. Probably because of that C3. What other customs do I have for the Crusader? I've got an original that adds half a ton of armor, double heat sinks. Downgrades the SRM6s to Streak 2s. Adds case. I don't see it at the moment. You'd have to manually configure it. Ah, I see. And if we can't get a hold of those C3s, we're not going to be able to build it preemptively. Yeah, this is one that we could start working on a refit for. So let's see what refits there are available. We've got a Mark II here, which drops SRM6s down to 4s to add 2 heat sinks. Drops half a ton of machine gun ammo for half a ton of armor. Otherwise, appears to be basically original. Except, no, it relocates the ammo to the arms. I guess to make it more likely to survive an ammo explosion, because this is, I guess, pre-case technology. Huh? Oh yeah, that's an intro level, it says. The Mark III adds double heat sinks and leaves everything else unchanged. Maybe drop the C3 for the time being anyway. Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking at this Mark III that I've got here. I'm about to compare it to the Mark IV, which has an XL engine, moves 5.8, double heat sinks. Otherwise, just slightly more well armored. Costs 6 million C-bills though. We'll go with the Mark III for now. And I want someone besides Lonnie and Fred doing that. Zuko has maintenance, which is for some reason not displayed there. What else do we have that we can tap? Looks like pretty much everyone except Lonnie and Fred are actually already doing refits. Or something. Yeah, we'll go with the double heatsink upgrade. And then we'll go back here to the care bay. We'll have Chris. I wanted to save the armor for Fred. Salvage medium laser. Yeah. And that'll just take your time for the day. That works. The Hunchback is a work in progress. The Panther is going to need a cockpit once they start coming in. Fred Modry. Let's start knocking out some of this armor, shall we? We can try to knock out most of it on the first try. That would be lovely. Okay, so that's Fred's time taken up. We can have him do some more. Actually, did he? He did. While I wasn't looking, he gained an XP. He is now about to be an elite mech tech. Nice. Which means it's Lonnie's turn, I think. Let me sort these guys by XP. Next one down is actually Susan, but Lonnie is close enough. Lonnie replacing the left arm on a 7. No, I don't think so. Placing the leg on a 7. No, that's no good. As soon as we get the cockpit in, maybe he can start working on that. Meantime, moving on. Yes, we're going to get rid of the Hunchback. We don't need to worry about maintaining it. Maintenance on the Kudo remains quality C. I'm seeing rather a lot of up and some fair amount of down as well. That's kind of a mixed bag. We've got 3 cockpits in and some ammunition for the AMS systems. Edaborg gained an XP, which is fantastic. She's really looking forward to getting that point of edge. It sucks that she failed to fix the dragon, but the XP takes some of the sting out. Let's see, we were gonna have Lonnie. No, we were gonna have B do the cockpit. We're gonna have Edaborg start replacing limbs. Chris can maybe. Ooh, tough call. No, we'll have Chris repairing these arms. That arm, I guess. I don't want this left torso to be stuck at 1. Not if I can help it. Everything else is going to be 6 and up, even for an elite. Well, might as well get started on one of these arms. Excuse me. And hopefully we can make some 6s. Ooh. Let's try it on a 6. It's going to take a couple of days. We'll have MekHQ do that because I don't care if it takes him a few days. I want to keep Loney free for smaller jobs. Actually, I'm keeping B free for smaller jobs, aren't I? Alright, nothing for it but to continue passing the days. Okay, we've got an AMS system, some actuators. Still working on the left torso. It's gonna be a little bit because he's not spending his whole allotment on it. We did get the left arm on the dragon. Way to go, Fred. Edeborg is going to be another day putting the arm on the panther. Bunch more stuff is just going to be a little bit more time. Again, we've got the Wolverine coming up never. We've got the Archer coming up never. Hikari Ono spent some edge. Yeah, C3 computers are not going to happen. Let's go ahead and take those off the requisition list. Let's see, Loney. How about put some armor on and some actuators. Susan, you can spend 2 days putting that laser back in. Edeborg is going to be the one to do that left torso sooner or later. Everything else is a work in progress. Alright, maintenance on the Orion Mark III. We've got... What is that went down? The right leg went down. A couple of things went up. Not terrible. The Hunchback is going to be a few more days. We got the right arm on the Panther. We got the left leg on the Panther. We got the cockpit on the Panther. We got the left leg on the Dragon. Nice. Cataphract is going to be, what, 9 more days it looks like? We've got just a couple more things to knock out over here. We've got that left torso is going to be 2 more days, looks like. Edeborg can start on this. We only need a 4. Loney. 18 XP. Yeah, Loney is our new elite fast tracker. That I'm not gonna waste time that he doesn't have. Alright, so who can put this PPC on? Fred Modry. Sure, we can do that on 3. We've got a jump jet we can be able to put on relatively easily. We've got some actuators. We can give those to regular techs. These guys are going to be at time 3. This guy's going to be at time 4. We've got Bernetta can knock that out on a 5, I hope. George Valdez can knock that out on a 3. I guess Kostya, maybe we can bump that down to 180. Sure, that works. Kostya has gained an XP. Nice. We've got 110 minutes worth of armor. We have 110 minutes worth of veteran. Malika, yeah, we can knock those out. And it's great, gaining crazy amounts of XP. So the Hunchback is going to be another, I think, 2 days. The Dragon is going to be another 2 days, I think. Alright, maintenance on Hoser's Ride. No change. Which is kind of good and bad. Most of it's in good shape, just some of those heat sinks. Jabberwocky's in good shape. Mobile Long Tom. No change there. APC, I don't care. Pegasus. Trending upwards. MekHQ and Edeborg both working on their tasks. Will be done tomorrow, hopefully. Cataphract in, what is that, 7.5 days? maintained units. Hopefully not after today. Maintenance on the Wolverine. Okay. Not great. Left leg looks like goes down in quality. Endosteel is hard to maintain. And the Leopard. We're still rolling as a veteran for some reason. We are 1-to-1, 1-to-1, 1-to-1. Yeah, we're trending downwards ever so slowly. That's at least we don't have any E's yet, but we will before long. Those D's are gonna start turning quickly. We got the left torso on the dragon fixed. Oh, we failed to get the left torso off the hunchback, but at least he gained an XP for it. For what that's worth. Can we get... Oh, failed miserably. Yeah, we can go ahead and ditch the hunchy now, since we've taken everything out of it that we can. We'll sell it for all of 1,800 C-bills. But really, it was the XP was what we got out of that one. Yeah, needed a 6, rolled a 2. That's a margin of greater than 3. Which means we should be able to just advance. That's weird. A bunch of double heat sinks arrived. Kind of just out of the blue. What did I order those for? Oh, were those for the Crusader? It didn't want to just take the ones we had in storage. Because I know we should have 100 in storage. Double heat sink. Yeah, we've got 107 Class C double heat sinks in storage. I don't know why it ordered 7 more for that Crusader, if it even did. No, that's 9. Looks like. Rondabala, Shada, Ethan, Loney, and Veronica are the ones doing the work. Crusader and the Cataphract are on the fast track. Everything else is going to be a while. We're going to stay on Rasselhog until November 1st when the contract market updates, and then hopefully we'll be out of here. Dig King maintenance looks like no change. Moving on to the 25th. Maintenance on the Sholigar. Good quality. Bunch of couple more parts have arrived. We've got the Cataphract in like 3 more days. No, now the Cataphract is in like 3 more days. Wait, not a curse. Are you spending it? You are spending your whole time on it. Didn't seem like it. Okay, so yeah, maintenance on the Stuka. We've got one of those arrow heat sinks back up to C, nice. More AMS and ammo has arrived. The Wolverine's gonna be, just another, 102 days. The Archer is gonna be close to that. The Cronus is about half of that. Cataphract will be in 2 days. The crosscut MegaMek, I need to do that twice. Okay, so that's trending upwards. We've got the Thumper. More good than bad, at any rate. More AMS has arrived. We've got the Cataphract rolling tomorrow. Cataphract needs an 11, gets an 8. Failed to refit it on the first try. Gonna be another 6,240 minutes. The Crusader's gonna be another 7.5 days. The Chippewa, improved in quality from C to B. Love to see that. October 30th, Halloween Eve. We've got the Crusader in a few more days, the Cataphract shortly after that. Halloween night, we've got Slayer improving in quality. And finally, November 1st, big day. We've got the unit market updated. We've got a Victor on the black market. Not gonna happen. We've got an Enforcer, a Griffin, and only an Enforcer and a Griffin on the not black market list. We've got the contract market updated. We've got Free Rasselhog Republic against the Draconis Combine security duty. for 4 months on Last Frontier. Where is Last Frontier? Oh, that's really close. I mean, I knew it was going to be based on the fact that it was 2 jumps away. Yeah, we can spend 4 months at Last Frontier doing security detail. Let me check the details on this, actually. We've got green allies in F-rated units, which I think in the contract screen, it's still F is good, A is bad. So the ally rating is green troops, good mechs. Enemy rating is regular troops, average mechs. 4 months, half overhead compensation, liaison, 60% transport, 10% salvage. Not great. 100% battle loss is not bad. 0% straight support, but we can renegotiate that. Or I thought we could. Oh no. We're renegotiating battle loss compensation, not straight support. Okay. We'll leave it there. The salvage percentage is 10%. It's not great. But it is 100% battle loss compensation, 60% transport. And what is it? Base amount is 122 million over the course of 4 months. That's what, 30 million a month, give or take? Yeah, the battle loss compensation is nice. It's really just like insurance against losing our asses. Normally I would like the battle loss compensation to be 0. I would like, even at 100% rate, I would like there to not be any battle losses. So I'm more concerned about the 10% salvage rights. It's really lame, but do we want to wait around for another month and hope we get something else? I mean, we don't have to take this contract. It's just the first one that popped up. They're an average mechs, which, I mean, honestly, I'm not super interested in average mechs. Yeah, I can GM a new contract, and I had thought about doing that, especially if pickings were particularly slim. I wasn't sure how you guys would react to that thought, so I was holding off on suggesting it. But since you brought it up, yeah, that's absolutely something I can do. Oh yeah, we've also got stuff here that we could be working on. We've got Kostya can work on that. Zuko can work on that. We'll have, oh, we've got arrow parts that we can be working on. Who do we have in the arrow business? We've just got a regular arrow. Oh, we had a regular arrow mech, but I'm not seeing one. We'll have, I guess, Mechanic do that? Just for the XP? Alright, so, I guess 10% still means you get a mech for every 10 you kill. And gets you some money, or you can GM it. I mean, yeah. What do I mean? It's a tough call. I mean, it's not a great contract, but is it bad enough to be worth bending the rules over, you know? Or do we just take the contract? Like, when would it be starting? It's not very far away. 18 days. That means all of our stuff that is being worked on is going to still be getting worked on. That's the, well, the Cataphract and the Crusader will be ready. We've got a Griffin that we can fill in for the Cronus with. The Wolverine was already being worked on when we started this thing. And we've got the Cataphract that can fill in for the Archer. Or the Guillotine, sorry, gonna fill in for the Archer. So yeah, I think we can afford to take this contract. Actually, let's fix our TO&E first. Yeah, let's start by fixing the TO&E, shall we? Let's see. Wasn't Mariana, it was Legoland's Ash. Oh, she's not gonna be, well, no, she should be able to. Where's Ash? Ashania? Oh, we're in the mech text, that would help. Ashania, we're going to assign you to first no mech. Because there's a bug, or there was. I will put you on the guillotine. Excuse me. GM wants to make a decision then. Yeah, we can do that. We can certainly do that. Illusion Lance needs the Cronus filled in. And that was going to be the Griffin 2N Mark 1.5 that I was going to use. Which has double heat sinks, endosteel, ferrofibrous, ERPPC, LRM10, adds a couple lasers and case and an ECM. And in fact, I might even go with a Griffin 2N Mark II, which I believe replaces the 2 lasers with an anti-missile system. Let me go ahead and activate this guy. And a CTO can work on that. We can choose refit kit. That was the 2N Mark II. Gonna take all of 1 day or 2 depending. We've already got the endosteel, the ferro, the double heat sinks. Yeah, it just drops the small and the medium for an AMS. Does it have quirk? I think it may not have quirks. Okay. Edinburgh needs a 5, gets a 10, customizes it in a whopping 1 day. Alright, so now we can. That was Ruby? That was Ruby, right? Yeah, Ruby and the Cronus being refitted. Actually, we have another Cronus Mark II in backup. I don't know why I didn't just use that one. At least I thought I did. And in fact, actually, we can put this Archer 2K back into mothballs. That'll save us some time. Oh, dang it. Who do we have? It's not spending any time on Elizabeth Day, maybe? Yeah, that works. Okay. The dragon, we can mothball that. We can do that over the course of 2 days. The Judo. Chris? Sure. Waste of talent, but okay. And the Panther. Actually, I kind of want to customize the Panther. We'll have Penny put that one up. Oh. Alright, so back to the contract market. we'll generate one contract. Actually, real quick. Yeah, we're down to B again, and I'm not sure why, but that does mean that the contract we generate will be a B class contract. So let me just figure out what happened here. Combat record is still 40. Transportation is 0, even though we do actually have a dropship. Support is all at 100%. I don't know why we lost 3 points of rating. Wait for the mechs to be sorted. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Bring the average back up. Sort by status and then by type again. Okay, so the Cataphract and the Crusader are relatively quick refits, but we're not planning on using them. Wolverine and the Cronus. Play. Have Fred Modry take this Cronus out of mothballs. And we'll have yeah, instead of the Griffin, we'll use the other Cronus. Alright, so I do believe that means we're at full strength again. Right? Undamaged all the way, undamaged all the way, undamaged and undamaged. Alright. This Griffin, we can put that back in mothballs. So that was kind of a waste of time, actually. And I guess we don't have anyone that can put it in mothballs right now. I'll have to wait until tomorrow. So yeah, we'll wait for the mechs to be sorted. We'll see if the unit rating goes up, and then we will generate a new mission. And there it goes. Even though we damaged a part of an APC doing maintenance. And we've got Delavan FCNS Avenger dropship upgraded. Today, the Federated Commonwealth unveiled the first of many upgrades to the realm's dropship fleet. The first Avenger-class dropship has completed an upgrade using rediscovered weapon and cooling systems to greatly increase its combat effectiveness. The Commonwealth Admiralty reports that they expect upgrades to begin over the next few years of all Commonwealth dropships and jump ships. Alright, Stalker Mark II. We've got a fair amount of trending upwards, which is nice. Got maintenance on Ash's quick draw, or the quick draw that I made for Ash that she don't use. Maxim improving from C to B. APC. What do we do? Sensors. And we'll have Doodles try to fix that on a 7. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. We got lucky. I hate to have to replace them. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. Just XP. Maintenance on the salvage mech. Ooh. The fuel cell engine dropped in quality, as did some of the heavy industrial armor on it. So good. The Wolverine, the Cronus, the Archer, those are all going to be a while. The Crusader, mothballing complete. Okay. So yeah, now we're back up to rated A. We'll go back to the contract market. We will generate one contract. It is Recon Raid for the Federated Commonwealth against the Outworlds Alliance on Quiberas. Is way out in the middle of nowhere. Quiberas. That is 164 days, 21 jumps away. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna take the 10% salvage. Either that or we can wait another month. Um, but I'd really like to get these mechs tested and fielded before the clan invasion hits. um, this is 4 months. That'll carry us from December, January, February, March. That gives us enough time for maybe 2 contracts if they're quick and close. Yeah, we'll take it. And then we need to last frontier. Calculate jump path, begin transit. We are on our way to last frontier, and we'll be combat ready by the time we get there. Okay, the Wolverine's gonna be a while. The Cronus is not gonna be as long. The Archer will be. The Crusader's not gonna be too bad. Panther is mothballed. Cataphract has got 3840 left. Passing time, we've got the Crusader on tomorrow. We've got maintenance on the Grasshopper Mark III. Seeing some up and some down, because it is a regular tech doing the maintenance. I guess that is what it is. Actually, in another couple of months, we should be less worried about the era mod. I think that goes down in 3049. Which is super exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Everything's just going to become so much easier once the era mod changes from a +2 to +1. The Crusader is complete, so we can put that in mothballs. Hanger, Crusader. Yeah, we can also put the Griffin in mothballs. We'll have Oliver do that one. And Sito do that one. And then, let's see, we've got the Cataphract in 5 days. Everything else is still going to be a while. We've jumped to Radlier and started recharging our jump drives. Cataphract is going to be like another 3 days. No, now it's going to be 3 days. That was 4. The Spider, Spider. Oh, spiders are easy to maintain. That explains why it's improving so quickly. Yeah, did not realize. Spider is just taking off. In a good way. We've got the Cataphract in 2 more days, 1 more day. Cataphract is complete. Maintenance on the Marauder 5A. Looks like no change. The Cataphract we can put into mothballs. And not cost you. Have Kazuko do that. So now we've just got 3 mechs being refitted. We've got okay, yeah. 60% charged at Last Frontier. Last Frontier 73% charged. Personnel market updated. What have we got? Anything interesting? Mechanized hover platoon? Not so much. Vedette maintenance. Okay. Saracen maintenance. Okay. Well, not great. Blackjack maintenance. Good. I'm not seeing any red. Always nice. We've got the Cronus in what, 20 more days? 24 hours recharging drive, 99% charged. Okay, we are 5 days out from Last Frontier. This is going to be interesting. The Atlas, we've got armor going up, but we've got armor going down. Otherwise, no changes. The guillotine, likewise, trending more up than down. The Archer Mark 5 got more up than down. Sabakukaze got no change. Maintenance on the long tom, no change, which is fine. 3 days out, 2.95 days out, 1.95 days out, 0.95 days out, and here I'm going to save it, just in case I decide that we need to go back and restart this contract for any reason. I'm hoping not to, but it's always better to have a save file than not. Oh. Spent 22.9 hours transiting into system. We're 74% charged, and we have reached the planet. Personnel market is updated. We've got a male veteran mech warrior. He is a 3-4, and he's also a mechanic. I believe that's green mechanic at 8+. Do we hire him? I don't think we can, actually. I don't think we have the leadership. Hoser's Ride got some maintenance. That is a heatsink down into quality E, which is not great. Jabberwocky, we've got the fuel cell engine continuing to decline. Maybe we should give this one to a veteran. Ogiko, how much time are you spending on? Oh, not a lot, just the Jabberwocky. Can we give that to not Veronica, maybe? No, I don't really want to. Dang, I've grown too attached to all of my texts to have any of them tied up doing maintenance. Mobile Long Tom, APC, Pegasus. Still working on customizing all of those 3 guys. But yes, we are on planet. It is time to check out the briefing room. We need a total of 4 lances deployed, including 2 in the defend role. Let's see what we've got here. We can do Mariana and Tonga in defend. Just double check here. Tonga is a good defense lance. Galatea is a good battle lance, and then Aleutian is a good recon lance. We'll go ahead and unassign all of our field gunners so they don't get drafted into any kind of action. Maybe we can put them all in the defensive role. That way they're less likely to be dragged into a battle, I think, but I can still use them. We'll leave them unassigned for now. But yeah, that gives us 4 mechs, or 4 lances, including 2 in the defend role. We've got the campaign state, we've got Allied Early Warning Center, and an Allied Comms Center. That is new. Our strategic objectives: maintain control of designated facilities. At 0-4, that's the warning center. And 8-7, that's the comm center. Also, 3-0 is the mech base, and 4-1 is the base of operations. So we're gonna have plenty of support on this contract. We've got a mech base, we've got a base of operations, a comm center, and an early warning center. Now, I don't know what 3 of those things do, but the mech base should be good for reinforcements at least. So I think actually what we can do Aleutian is the only lance that we have in the scout role, so we need to have them start doing some scouting. The question is, where do we start? We've got deployment period of 3 days, deployment period of 2 days. I think we'll go ahead and send Aleutian Lance to here first. Okay, where they have not run into any enemies yet. We can have at a period of 3 days. If we send them out, it's going to be a while before they get back to us. We'll go ahead, we'll have Galatea Lance fill in this square. They're hiding from, yeah, they are. And I don't blame them, considering what we're packing. Alright, so that's our 2 moves for today. We've got Galatea and Aleutian are going to be doing most of the work on this one. Mariana and Tonga are going to be in defensive roles. So they're going to deploy as soon as we get, randomly generated missions. It's going to be forces encroaching on our bases or what have you. Maintenance on the Wolverine Mark 5. Nice. Trending upwards. Love to see it. Maintenance on the Leopard. I hesitate. Oh, we might have to sell the Leopard just for the fact that we're not going to be able to maintain it. We've already got LRM 20s down to quality E. We've got armor down to quality E. We've got more D's and less B's than I'd like to see. What do we need to do to get this Leopard maintained? I mean, I know there has to be a way to keep a ship from falling apart besides just putting an all-elite crew on it. I just don't know what it is. If I could, I'd spend the entire cruise every waking hour doing maintenance on it for extra time, but that's not possible. Buy an insurance plan and run it into an asteroid. I mean, we'd probably get about the same amount as we would for selling it, and then there'd be one less dropship in the world. Alright, so maintenance on the Wolverine and the Leopard. We've got refits going on. We've got refits going on, and we've got Aleutian Lance has returned from duty. Let's go ahead and send Aleutian Lance here now. And I think the next spot for Galatea Lance is going to be that one little hex right there. They should be ready to do that tomorrow. Alright, our jump ship drives are fully charged, which is nice. The Dig King quality remains A, nice. Cronus in just over 10 days. We should have Galatea Lance available now. And we detected a hostile force. We are there to defend the grounded dropship, an allied grounded dropship, not our own, presumably. This is going to be Galatea Lance versus unknown enemy forces on terrain light urban Battle of Kalnock map, 40 by 42. Ice rough, I see. Okay, well let's check out what we're going on with this mission. We are pending for the 24th, that is tomorrow. I know you guys can't see the whole thing. Let me... There we go. Just for the time being, unless I forget. We've got an allied union with a 5-6 pilot at the helm. We've got quite the Op-4. That looks like 4 lances. Largely mechs, not entirely, but at least half. We've got a Wolverine, a Dragon, an Ostsol. That's 3, plus a Warhammer, a Panther, and a Crusader. That's 6 out of 12. Yeah, that's... And then we also have a Panther, a Trebuchet, a Vulcan, and a Hunchback coming in as reinforcements. I'm not at all familiar with this Battle of Kalnok map. And yeah, all the... Well... the allied reinforcements are pretty meh. The primary op 4, we've got some 3-4s, we've got a 3-5, we've got a 4-3 in that Warhammer, which is I probably would have put the 4-3 in the Ostsol and the 3-4 in the Warhammer, but that's just me. And you can't knock random assignment. Dusk Dawn, we might want to re-roll that into Daylight. As soon as we look at the map, we'll have a better answer from that. Prevent a grounded dropship from becoming crippled. You have 30 turns to do so before it lifts off. Additional allied mechs are approaching the area. Destroy, cripple, or force to withdraw 50% of the op 4. Alright, so. There we go. Wait. Wrong scene. Yeah, let's go ahead. We will advance, I think, 1 day. What do we got? We've got defend grounded dropshippers today. We've got maintenance on the Sholigar for no change. We've got the Cronus in less than 10 days, but more importantly, we get to do this. Finally, 3 hours from 3 hours of streaming since the last time we saw combat. Including 2 hours last week and just over an hour so far this week. Alright, let's see what Kalnok has for us. We've got a Union dropship, actually. Let me just... we've got Ally Camo, we've got Free Rasselhog Republic. We let our allies in. How about the Freeman Camo? And the enemies, and the Draconis Combine. I want them in red. Draconis Combine in red just always seemed right to me. Red and gray, that works. Alright, and we can do the same thing over here. Actually, let's go ahead and leave the dropship the same. Bonus Combine op 4. We'll go these guys for now. Allied mech reinforcements. We'll go, that was Freeman. If I can find it again. Oh, I was on the right folder. Okay, so we'll do compact display. We will, first of all, shrink this down to the size of the screen so we can see everything. We've got, oh wow, our Grasshopper is actually our highest ranked mech. 3-3 pilot with dodge and 1 edge. Why does Pictorama look like a... That's weird. We've got Scarponi with Sensor Geek in the Warhammer 8ML. Why is it worth less than the Grasshopper? Is it the XL engine? We've got Nairn Limerick in the Orion. We've got Tentacle Shogun in the Marauder, which was only worth 2,000 points, which is boggling my mind. Huh. We've got the Panther showing up on round 7 with pain resistance. We've got the Hunchback, a Trebuchet, and a Vulcan. 4-6 Vulcan and a 4-6 in the Trebuchet. Won't be worth much, but hopefully might be enough to turn the tide. Maybe. We've got, as far as SPAs on the enemies, we've got Natural Aptitude Piloting and Jumping Jack on the Patent Tank. Our big bad is the Ostsol with the Veteran Pilot. Ostsol has 2 larges and 2 mediums. It doesn't seem like much of a threat. Less of a threat than the Warhammer 6R with 2 PPCs, 2 mediums, 2 smalls, 2 machine guns, and the SRMs. The Manticore in third with an LRM-10, a PPC, medium laser, and some SRMs. The Patton with an autocannon 10 and an LRM-5. Crusader 3K, which drops the LRM-15s down to 10s, I think for heat sinks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's got 16 heat sinks, which makes it so much more of a threat than the original Crusader. Wolverine, Dragon, Drillson, Panther, Tokugawa, Vedette, and a Scimitar at 500 points. Alright, let's check out this map. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm excited for this map. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and change it to daylight from dusk. Yeah, this is cool. Planetary conditions, we got 1 reroll. We'll do it like that. We'll go, I'm done. Alright, we are deploying. I didn't notice which side we're deploying on, or the enemies. The dropship is deploying presumably in the center. Okay, we're deploying on the east side, which I guess is fine. These are water depth 5 hexes, these green ones over here. So we're going to be deploying from here northward. And the enemy is deploying from the southeast. Our reinforcements are coming from the southwest. That could be interesting. Southwest is not going to leave them very much land to deploy on. Enemy coming from the southeast. Dropship presumably in the center. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Minimap, thank you. Didn't mean to close you, sorry. So we've got almost a straight shot down this way. I say almost, but there are more than one jig and jag in there. Or we could come down this way. Yeah, I think for our sniper guys, it's going to be from up here. Oh, wait. I was confused. I was thinking our allies were showing up on this side, not the enemies. I had that backwards. Whoops. Okay, so... They do outnumber us. Let me see here. Scarponi is actually in a relatively quick mech now. It's gone from 4.6 to 5.8 since last time we played it. We'll have the Orion, I guess, start over here and take partial cover and lob LRMs from over here. And anyone that he can see. Grasshopper, I want you, since you've got jump jets, you can start on this little island. I want you in the back of this dragon. I want you to tear him up. We've got a Warhammer and some water over here. That is depth 1 water at level -2. I don't know if he's going to be able to get up and out of there in one turn or at all. That's going to be interesting. And the Marauder, I think, yeah, we can just start right here. Alright, Scarponi has eyes on maybe the dragon if he does this. Let's hold off on that. The Orion I wanted right here. That I knew. Gives us eyes on not as much as I would think. Also gives us eyes on less than I would expect, but we'll do that. Keep our distance. Wait, what was that? Oh, we've got a Panther and a Scimitar over here. Is that... Scimitar's a hover, right? Yeah, Scimitar's a hover tank, so he's going to be actually really mobile on this map with all this water. Oh man, seeing a Warhammer truck like that is scary. And the grasshopper. Oh man, they really stacked up over the grasshopper, didn't they? Okay, maybe not in the back of the dragon. Maybe we'll go here, say. Alright, Drillson fails, skids into the Crusader, misses. Everything else happens relatively smoothly. Alright, we've got the Tokugawa on 9s, we've got the Crusader on 11s, Dragon on 12s. Well, I guess we'll take a couple shots at the Tokugawa. And that's gonna be it. The Orion has a shot on the Drillson, but only on a 14. Maybe we can get him with the LRMs on a 12. We'll take that shot. Worst case scenario, we waste some ammo. We've got 16 shots. Best case scenario, we get super lucky and we sink a Drillson in the water. Alright, Tentacle Shogun at the Vedette on 7s. Or do we hit him with the splash? Yeah, we're gonna hit him with the 7s with the SRMs all the way. Puts us at 1 heat. That's fine. Grasshopper, you've got Wolverine on 9s, or you've got the Dragon on 7s. That's an easy enough choice to make. And we'll throw in a couple of 9s, just to use those heat sinks. Alright, Scarponi missing both his PPCs on 9s, Panther missing the Union on an 8. Their Warhammer at our Marauder, glancing a PPC off the right leg, which is behind cover anyway. The Vedette landing a hit on the Union's left side, the Orion missing the Drillson. Tokugawa at the Union landing a pair of autocannon 2s to the left side and the aft. The Scimitar missing on a 6, the Ostsal at the Union on 5s, hits it in the left side and the nose with large lasers. Medium lasers at extreme range to the left side and the aft. Our Marauder at the Vedette landing SRMs all over, costing it 1 movement point, costing it 2 movement points, just costing it 2 movement points and a +4 to its driving skill rolls. Not what I was hoping for on 7s. Wolverine 6R missing on 5s and 9s, the Dragon 1N missing on 7s and 5s, the Grasshopper at the Dragon hitting him in the right leg with a large laser. And missing with everything else. The Patton at the Union, hitting it in the left side with an autocannon 10 and 4 LRMs. The Crusader landing 18 LRMs on the aft, the nose, and the right side. The Union returning fire, landing a large laser on the Patton's turret, causing the LRM 5 to malfunction. Medium laser glancing off the Ostsal's left torso, solid hits from the autocannon 5s to the center torso and left leg. Medium laser missing the Wolverine. LRM 20s on the Patton, landing 16 LRMs, immobilizing it with hits to the left side and the front. The Drillson at the Union, hitting it in the left side with a large laser. LRM 6 LRMs to the left side and the aft. The Manticore landing a PPC to the left side and 6 LRMs to the nose. Down to 124 armor on that left side, down to 158 on the nose. The Ostsal has already built up 8 points of heat. He's not going to be able to maintain that. They don't like the Union. For sure, that is their objective, is to destroy that Union. My objective is to stop them. And it's not quite going to plan. The dropship is down to 90% of its battle value. primary outfor is only down to 94% of theirs. All right. It's time for the Orion to maybe start advancing. Oh man, how do I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough for 2 evasion. Which honestly, I don't think I need to be too worried about evasion because they're not really shooting at me. They're shooting at the dropship. We could just post up here. Post up here at a walking speed and just pelt them with PPC and laser fire with relative impunity. Tentacle Shogun, you're going to stand still. You're going to waste that Vedette. Can you see that Vedette? Level -2. Level 0. I don't know for sure how the LOS is going to affect that. It looks like I've got line of sight to it. Need to beat up those manticores. They're nasty little tanks. He has to move to see it. The Vedette, you mean? I don't know if I want to move. I'm in partial cover where I'm at. And yeah, the manticores are doing significant damage. Drillson was doing significant damage as well. The Patton is at least immobile. Should be an easy target from here on. The Vedette, I want to just hurry up and knock it out real quick. We'll jump, we'll use the pulse lasers. And last but not least, the grasshopper. We can hop on over to here and try to lay waste to that scimitar. I wanted to be facing that way. Okay. Alright, Tokugawa needs a 5, gets a 9. Ostal needs a 4, gets a 10. Wolverine needs a 5, gets an 8. And we've already got shots fired at the Union from the Panther. Shots fired from the Union to the Wolverine and the Patton. Not as many arrows coming out of the Union as I was hoping for. But we can nail this Ostal on 4s and 6s. I say we do it. Do we go up to 5 heat? I think we go up to 5 heat in this case. Yeah, the 8 ml is definitely more capable of overheating itself than the 6 ml was. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stand here and fire shots at them. I don't think we need to be too worried about taking fire where we're at. Yeah, we've got the Vedette on 4s. We'll go ahead and throw 4 of those at him. And an SRM or 2 just to finish the job. We've got the Manticore on 9s. We can do that. We've got the Tokugawa on 9s as well. Actually, that'll be 8s once we switch to cluster, which we're going to against a hover vehicle. We don't have anything for the medium lasers. We've got a 9 with the LRM. 8. Do we have any secondary targets we can fire on? No. And last but not least, the grasshopper. We've got a Warhammer taking shots at us, and he's gonna need, if it'll tell me, he's gonna need 7s and 9s. We're gonna need 6s and 8s. I think that's in our favor. Actually, if we fire on the dragon, we can get that on 6s and 6s, and also maybe prevent him from kicking us in the head. Wait, I was going for the scimitar? Oh yeah, because I'm at medium laser range of the scimitar. But that's on 9s, even with the medium lasers. Dragon is 7s, and he's poised to kick us on the punch table. That's gonna have to be the dragon. I want to knock him down. And we're gonna have to keep, I think, 2 of the large lasers out of it, so that we can hit him with all the mediums. I didn't see prone, that's not a good sign. Alright, the Union at the patent hits it in the left side with an PPC, the turret with 2 large lasers, autocannon 5 to the left side, all of which does nothing but tears up his armor a bit. The Wolverine hits him with a medium laser to the left torso. LRM's at the patent. Same patent? Same patent. LRM's at the same patent. Hits him in the front with LRM's and immobilizes him. So much for not doing anything to him. The Panther hits the Union in the aft with a PPC for 9 damage down to 83. The Warhammer at the Grasshopper hits us in the left arm with a PPC. Vedette at the Marauder hits a glancing blow to the center torso and left torso. Warhammer 8ML on the Ostsalt hits him in the right leg with a PPC. We've got medium lasers glancing off the left torso, hitting the left and right leg, glancing off the center torso. That's the left leg again, and the center torso. Solid hit. Down to 5 armor on that leg, down to 10 armor on the torso. Tokugawa at the Union hits it in the left side for 4 damage. Not too worried about that. The Scimitar at the Union hits him in the aft for 5. Followed that up by the Ostal with 2 large lasers to the aft, down to 62 armor. The Marauder at the Vedette hits it in the right side with 1-2 pulse lasers. Hits it in the front, the right side again, and SRMs to the right side, destroying the Vedette. The Wolverine 6R at the Union hits it in the right side and the aft for 5 each. SRMs to the right and left side, down to 116 on the left side. The Dragon landing 6 LRMs to the right side and the nose, both down to 157. The Orion at the Tokugawa hits him with 12 LRMs to the right side and turret, stunning the crew for a turn. Nice. The Crusader landing 3 LRMs on the Union's right side, down to 154. Grasshopper at the Dragon, missing with the large, landing on 7s. We've got 1 glancing medium laser to the center torso. We've got a hit to the right torso. And we've got 4 misses just on the mediums. So that was underwhelming. The Drillson at the Union landing 8 LRMs to the right side. The Manticore hitting the Union in the left side with a PPC and 6 LRMs. Down to 100 armor on the left side. Ostal took 20 plus damage, needs a 5, gets a 5. Grasshopper is about to... Grasshopper can dodge. Nice. Oh, the Dragon needed a 10 to kick us and got an 8. If we hadn't dodged, he would have hit us. But instead, he missed his kick. He falls on his center torso and left leg and needs a 6 to avoid damage. Gets a 9. So yeah, letting the Dragon kick us actually turned out to be not such a bad thing. So we've got the Warhammer at 5 heat, we've got the Marauder at 4 heat, we've got the Wolverine is at 2, the Ostsal is at 9, the Warhammer is up to 2 now. We've lost initiative going into round 3. We're at 99%, the dropship is at 81, the primary op 4 is at 88. Things are getting tense. Alright, Scarponi, you're gonna stand still. You can take it if anything happens. Tentacle Shogun, you're going to try to take out the Manticore with combined pulse laser and SRM fire. Yeah, I like that. Aaron Limbrick, you are going to advance at a run. And we're going to try to get in a bit closer. We've got some medium lasers we could be using. Last but not least, we've got the Grasshopper. And the dragon has not moved yet. We can get in the face of the Warhammer. Warhammer's in depth 1 water, so we're not going to be able to hit his legs. We could go after the Wolverine, which seems to be closing on the dropship at an alarming rate. Yeah, we'll go for the Wolverine, try to maybe slow him down a bit. Needs a 5 for entering depth 1 water, gets a 9. Alright, Panther, again, firing at the Union's, I guess, right side. Union firing at the Wolverine and the Ostsal again. Our pony at the Tokugawa on 4s and 6s. Patton is no longer stunned. We've got the Tokugawa on 4s, we've got the Patton on 1s. No, I don't think we need to do that. How much armor does this Tokugawa have? Fair amount. We'll go 1 PPC. No, we'll skip the PPCs. We'll just go with all the 6s. That puts us at -1 heat for the turn. We've got the Manticore on 3s with the pulse lasers, which means that's going to be 5s with the SRMs. We'll do 2 and 4. 2 and 3. The Orion at the Ostsal maybe on 7s and 10s. And an 8. And that puts us at 3 heat. Yeah, the Orion's another one that's more capable of building up heat since the rebuild. Oh, the dragon stayed prone. And we don't have eyes on the Wolverine. Well, we've got the dragon on 7s. Or we've got the Patton on 6s. And the Patton is weak on the left side. Yeah, we'll take the easier shot. Try to take out this guy. I'll go up to 5 heat for it. We can drop the large lasers next turn. We'll be closer, I think. Alright, the Union at the Ostsal hits a glancing blow with a PPC to the left torso, down to 13 armor there. Large laser, solid hit to the right arm, going to 0 armor there. Large laser to the left leg, going internal and critting on a heat sink. Ooh, he's going to feel that. Autocannon 5 to the left leg, leaving him with 6 structure. Medium laser at the Wolverine, hits a solid hit to the center torso, and 9 LRMs to the Ostsal's left torso. 6 more to the center torso, down to 4 armor on both of those sides. Panther missing on a 6, and he just can't hit for nothing. The Warhammer 6R at our Marauder, landing a solid hit to the right arm with one of his PVCs, down to 13 armor there. Our Warhammer at the Tokugawa on 6s with the medium lasers hits the left side, causing it minor damage to the motive system. Hits it in the front, down to 15 armor on the front, but no other major damage. The Scimitar lands an autocannon 5 on the Union's aft, down to 52 armor. The Ostsal at the Union landing 2 large lasers to the left side and the nose. Our Marauder at the Manticore hitting the right side twice with pulse laser fire, leaving it with 21 armor. Hitting it with a ton of SRMs to start with, hitting the right side, the rear, the front, and the turret, costing it most of its movement points, half twice and another -1. stunning the crew, costing it half its movement points 2 more times. Costing it half of its movement points, so it's still going to be a 1-2 movement profile. Right side is down to 3 armor. He's not going to be able to make any of his driving skill rolls. He's got plus 12 to all of his driving skill rolls. The Wolverine at the Union landing 3 SRMs to the nose and right side. The Dragon landing an autocannon 5 at extreme range to the right side. Oh, dang it. I forgot I was using cluster munitions on the Ostsol. Oh well, we hit him for 6 pellets due to a glancing blow, including a potential critical hit to the right arm and the left leg. Medium laser glancing off the left arm, LRM 15 glancing off the right torso, SRMs to the left torso, left arm, and right arm. Not accomplishing anything serious there either. The Patton landing autocannon 10 fire on the Union's aft and following that up with 3 LRMs down to 39 armor there. The Crusader 3K hitting 6 LRMs to the aft and the right side, 10 more LRMs to the right side and left side. The Grasshopper at the Patton hits it in the left side for 8. On 6s, hit with 1 out of 3. On 8s, hit 0 out of 3. That's disappointing. I was hoping to get the kill with the left side hit, but I guess it is what it is. The Drillson hitting the Union in the nose with a large laser. The Manticore hitting it in the nose with a PPC, and 6 LRMs to the nose and left side. Ostsol needs a 7 to stay standing, gets a 10. Alright. Orion is at 3 heat, Grasshopper is at 5 heat. Their Wolverine is at 1. Their Ostsol is at 11. Everyone else is running pretty cool. We're at 99%. The dropship is at 74%. They're at 81%. Things are not going to plan. We've lost initiative again going into round 4. The dropship is in seriously rough shape. Once it runs out of armor on the aft or the left side, he's going to start taking structural damage, and then it's just going to be bad. We'll go ahead and we'll back up to here so we can keep eyes on the Wolverine as it approaches. We'll go ahead, we'll have the Grasshopper on the Patton maybe again. Oh, is that ice? Oh no, that's pavement. But we only need a 2 and a 3 to make those checks. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see, the Orion is going to take on the Tokugawa, I think. From the left side, maybe, maybe not. Maybe we'll hit it on the front some more. Yeah, we'll do that. Is the Ostsol running? I mean, he's damaged, but he's not that badly damaged. Yeah, I think Tentacle Shogun will stand still and pepper the Ostsol on the left side with SRMs. Maybe we can leg him. Yeah, he's almost lost the leg, but normally almost losing a part isn't enough to put them in forced withdrawal. We'll see what happens. Alright, Grasshopper needs a 2 and a 3, gets a 4 and a 5. Tokugawa needs a 6, gets an 8. Dragon tries to stand up. He needs a 6, gets a 3. Takes 6 damage to the left leg and the head, forcing his first consciousness check. Ostsol, running and turning on pavement, needs a 3, gets a 3. Wolverine, entering depth 1 water, needs a 5, gets a 6. Alright, the Wolverine is staying low and out of sight. Where we cannot hit him, the Patton, we can hit him on the left side on 2s. What else can we hit? We can hit the Dragon on 11s. Well, that's a pretty easy choice to make. We've got 2s or we've got 11s. And we'll hit him on the left side. And we'll hit him with a pair of PPCs and a trio of medium lasers, just to be heat neutral for this turn, and that should be the pattern down and out. He was down to what? 8 armor on that left side? Let's see, the grasshopper had come over here to fire on the pattern, but that's not going to happen because the pattern is essentially already dead. The scimitar, we've got him on 8s and 10s. We'll do that, yeah. Tentacle Shogun, let's try and leg this Ostal. We'll do 1 pulse laser and the rest in SRMs. And the Orion at the Tokugawa. I think at the Tokugawa. We'll go LBX ammo. We're shooting him on the left side, which is not exactly weak, but actually we'd rather be shooting him in the front, to be honest. Yeah, we'll go for the 6s. Skip the LRM, we'll go for the SRM. That puts us at 1 heat without firing the LRMs. I would say that's a pretty well balanced bracket fire. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, the Union hitting the pattern in the turret with a PPC, causing the LRM-5 to malfunction, hitting him in the left side with a large laser, stunning the crew. Large laser to the front, costing it half its movement points. Moving on to the Wolverine, hitting him in the right arm and with a large laser, down to 8 armor. Back to the pattern, hitting it in the front and left side with autocannon 5 fire, costing it another movement point and stunning the crew for another turn. Medium lasers at the Wolverine, hitting him in the left torso, down to 10 armor. And 24 LRMs on the pattern is enough to kill it. The Panther hits the Union in the right side with a long-range shot from the PPC. Their Warhammer hits our Marauder in the left torso for 5 with a PPC. Tokugawa at the Marauder, hitting it with a machine gun glancing off the right arm for 1 point. Warhammer's the 8ML at the Patton. The Patton's already dead from damage to the left side. The Scimitar missing on a 6. The Ostsol hitting us in the right arm for 2. Grasshopper at the Scimitar hits it in the front, costing it a driving skill check penalty. And a medium laser to the front, costing it a movement point. The Wolverine 6R at the Union, hitting it in the nose with an autocannon 5, hitting it in the aft and the right side with SRMs, down to 32 armor on the aft. The Dragon hitting the Union in the right side with 3 LRMs. Marauder at the Ostsol hits him in the center torso with that pulse laser. SRMs all over. Right arm crit on the hand, left arm crit on the shoulder and upper arm, left torso crit on the large laser, and the other, or the same one again, critting on the engine and the gyro. Critting on the gyro and the engine again. Center torso down to 9 structure, left arm down to 5, left arm down to 3, center torso down to 5. If he falls and takes 5 to the center torso, we know who got the kill. The Patton at the Union hit in the aft with the autocannon 10, down to 22 armor. 3 LRMs to the right side, down to 116. The Crusader hitting the Union in the right side and the left side and the nose with LRM fire. The Orion at the Tokugawa missing with the autocannon and the first medium laser on 6s. Oh well, hits it in the front, costing it half its movement points. Medium lasers to the left side, down to 18 armor there. SRM 6, immobilizing it with a shot to the rear. Immobilizing it again with another shot to the rear. The Drillson at the Union hits it in the aft for 7 with a large laser, down to 15 armor, down to 10 from LRM fire. Oskal Our Ostsal, excuse me, falls down, takes 6 damage to the right leg and left torso, critting on a medium laser, forcing his first consciousness check, which he almost loses. Which he almost loses consciousness. He rolled a 3, got a 4. And then we can kick the Tokugawa in the front and maybe get that kill. 15 damage to the front, leaving it with 1 structure. Oh, dang. The Ostsal gained 18 heat, sinks 15, is now at 14 heat, needs a 4+ to avoid shutdown. Is the first thing I see. The Marauder and the Orion are both down to 1 heat each. Everyone else is running cool. Ostsal is at 14 heat. Warhammer sinks 20 heat. Everyone else is running cool. Alright. We've almost got them down to where they've got the dropship down. They've got the dropship down to 68%. We've got them down to 70%. Going into round 5, and we have 1 initiative, finally. Someone needs to take out that Panther, too. The thing is, that thing could single-handedly lose us this mission if he hits him at the Union in the aft enough times. Use the Warhammer to push the Panther. I'm thinking that or the Grasshopper, one or the other. We just turn and book it. Panther is just so dang far away. Maybe if we had ERPPCs, this wouldn't be a problem, but I didn't think of that. Grasshopper can be used against the Warhammer and the Crusader. I agree. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. That leaves the Wolverine unanswered too. Unanswered 4, 2, something like that. What initiative? What has he done so far? Oh, he ejected, looks like. Let's see, the Orion. No, we'll have Marauder move to the south. We'll have the Orion continue working on the Tokugawa and the Manticore. Yeah, let's get all up on that Crusader. Let's try to blow his ammo up. It's not gonna be the first thing that I said, to be honest. 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives us plenty of evasion. Yeah, I think I'll take the long way around to try to neutralize that Panther. Just so I can stay in the fight as I'm en route. Yeah, Ryan can push the Wolverine or that, yeah. I don't think we've got eyes on the Wolverine from here, but we might have eyes on something, like Scimitar, maybe? Ostsal destroyed by ejection. Let me make a note of that. On this scratch pad that already has Battletech stuff on it. That was Tentacle Shogun. Ostsal 78. Cool. Alright, Dragon needs a 6 to get up, gets a 9 finally. Alright, Scarponi has eyes on the Crusader on 9s, on the Dragon on 9s. The reinforcements, I believe, are arriving on turn 7. So we've got a little bit left. So that should actually help. If we haven't lost the dropship by then, which is entirely a possibility. Meantime, I guess we've just got a couple of 9s. Typical Shogun. Need to zoom out. Has no one in range in front of him, but we can fire some right arm stuff at this Manticore. It's gonna be 2 pulse lasers and 2 SRM6s, looks like. And that's gonna put us at 21 heat out of 24. The Orion at the Manticore on 4s. That's gonna be everything but the LRMs. And then actually we've got the heat sinks for it. We can throw some LRMs at Crusader or the Warhammer. Yeah, do that. That puts us at 3 heat, which is fine. Grasshopper at the Crusader on 6s. We'll do 1 large. And then all the mediums. Puts us at -2 heat, but I guess I'm fine with that. Alright. The Tokugawa repaired the malfunction in its machine gun. Panther hits the Union in the left side for 9. Warhammer, their Warhammer, hits our Grasshopper in the right torso with a medium laser. And 4 SRMs to the left leg, center, and right torsos. Warhammer 8ML lands a hit on the Dragon's center torso, barely, 5 damage. The Scimitar at the Union hits him in the autocannon 5 in the aft. The Marauder at the Manticore to the left side and the front with the medium pulses. SRMs to the rear and left side. To the front, turret, rear, and turret again. Costing it movement points, but not immobilizing it. Wolverine 6R landing hits on the Union's right side and left side for 5 each. SRMs to the right and left side as well. The Dragon at the Union missing on an 8, landing 6 LRMs to the aft and right side. The aft is now exposed. Pardon him. The Orion at the Manticore hits him in the front with the LBX. Medium laser to the right side, immobilizing it. Medium laser to the right side, going for the kill. The Crusader, landing 10 LRMs on the Union's right side and nose. Jolson missing on an 8. The Grasshopper at the Crusader hits him in the right leg, which does nothing. Hits him in the center torso for 5, down to 28. Medium laser to the left and right torso. Medium laser to the left leg again. Center torso again, down to 23 armor. Manticore landing a PPC on the Union's aft for 10 points, 5 of which transfers to the structural integrity, leaving us with 6 structural integrity. 6 LRMs to the left side and aft, which fortunately does not transfer in. Union at the Manticore, hitting him in the front. Wait, is the Manticore dead already? Or was that... No, the Manticore is not dead yet, I don't think. No, yeah, there's no right side on the Manticore. Large laser to the Wolverine, missing behind cover. Medium laser to the right leg behind cover. LRMs on the Manticore, it's already dead. Crusader needs a 7, gets a 7 to stay standing. Yeah, Orion is going to kick the Tokugawa, hopefully for the kill. Nope, hits it in the right side. Leaving it with 11 armor. They're down to 5 mechs, all of which are running cool. The Union is fully exposed in the rear. I do not like the way this mission is going. But there's not much else we can do. The dropship is still technically at 62%. But yeah, 12 points of damage would be enough to kill it at this point. Whereas the primary op force still has 7,000 points worth of stuff. And this is round 6. We have lost initiative. And I thought we lost initiative. Why did they move first? They outnumber us that badly that they have to move first? We could go for the Drillson. Flank 10 for a TMM of 4. Yeah, if we stand still, we should be able to weather anything coming our way. Even a PPC hit or 2 shouldn't be a problem. We'll go ahead and have the Grasshopper stand still. Scarponi is going to be evasive as he makes his way down here towards where the Panther is. Tentacle Shogun is going to be as evasive as he can as he makes his way down here. The Orion. Laser in each arm, but the Tokugawa is not that badly damaged except on the front. Even from the rear, he could take a couple medium lasers, but he's also immobile and out of sight of literally everything. Is he worth going for the kill? I don't think he is. I think we need to get down here. Oh man, I'm gonna be upset if this Panther is the one that gets the killing shot. We've got him on 12s, might as well take it. Tentacle Shogun has the Drillston on 9s. And an 11, just so we're not wasting any heat sinks. The Orion at the Drillson. An 11, dang. We've got the Crusader on a 7. We'll take that. Throw in some 11s. Grasshopper at the Crusader. Grasshopper at the Warhammer. See the Wolverine. Oh, Tentacle can? More worried about the Drillson, to be honest. The Grasshopper does not have any weapons he can bring to bear on the Wolverine. He's only got a medium laser in that arm. Even that's at long range. On a 7. Not bad, actually. Oh, the Orion could? Well, I didn't realize. Maybe we could have gotten some LRM shots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he would have been perfect range for an LRM. It would have been on his right side, not his back. But yeah, that right arm is kind of damaged. Alright, let's see if we can blow us up a Crusader here real quick. We've got him on 3s. Okay, that's going to be 2 larges. Alright, Union at the Wolverine hits him in the center torso with a large laser. Medium laser to the center torso, down to 2 armor. Panther at the Union hits it in the aft with the PPC, down to 2 structure. Warhammer 6R at the Grasshopper lands a PPC to the left arm, medium lasers to the left leg and right torso. Ouch. Small laser to the left torso, machine gun to the right torso, 4 SRMs to the left leg, left arm, down to 0 armor, center torso and right arm. The Warhammer 8ML missing on 12s, the Tokugawa at the Orion landing 4 SRMs to the right, left, and center torso rear, and the left leg. The Scimitar at the Union hits it in the right side for 3. Marauder at the Drillson hits it in the rear with a pulse laser, costing it half its movement points. Hits it in the right side, stunning the crew. SRMs to the right side, immobilizing it and sending it to a watery grave. The Wolverine at the Union hits it in the right side, down to 85 armor. SRMs to the left side and right side, down to 79 armor. Dragon at the Union hits it in the aft with the autocannon 5, dealing 2 damage to the structure. So that is a outright failure of the mission. We hit the Crusader in the left leg with an RLBX. We hit him in the left arm and left leg with LRMs. Crusader landing hits on the Union, which is already dead. The Grasshopper at the Crusader hits in the right leg and left arm with large lasers. Medium lasers to the left torso, right arm, left leg, left torso, and right arm. Down to 1 armor on that left leg. Drillson at the Union is dead. Grasshopper needs a 4, gets a 12. Crusader needs a 9, gets a 10. Jeez. And I think I will try to kick the Crusader. At least we have 100% coverage. We don't have to complete the mission to get that. That's true. Let's kick him for 14 damage in the left leg, critting on his upper and lower leg. The dragon missed his kick. The Crusader kicked us in the right leg for 13, down to 17 armor there. We need a 3, we get a 3, barely. The dragon needs a 6, gets a 7. Crusader needs a 3 8s. First one gets a 7. Falls down, takes 5 to the right torso, 2 to the left torso. Needs an 8 to avoid damage, gets a 7. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 8. I wanted our company rating to be lower. Not what I had in mind. So do we call it here? Do we come back to this next week? Do we try to scavenge up some salvage? Or do we just admit defeat and save our game here? Yeah. We did actually have them down below 50% there at the end, so it was... Can we call that a draw? I mean, we succeeded on one of our objectives, just not the other. Let's call it a defeat for purposes of this. Alright. Done. Team 2 has achieved all required victory conditions. Yes, we want to save salvage. We always do. Scarponi got no kills. Tentacle Shogun got 2. Nairn Limbrick got 1. Grasshopper got none. Dragon got a kill. Aren't you special? Did we control the battlefield? I'm gonna say no. The Grasshopper was lightly damaged. Didn't actually take anything internal, looks like. Otherwise, unmangled. No one got hurt. Let's see. Union, we're not claiming that. The Patent, we're not claiming that. The Ostsol goes to Tentacle Shogun, who is a shoo-in for MVP with 3 kills. The Drillson, the Vedette, and the Ostsol. Nairn Limbrick in a distant second with 1 kill on the Manticore. We did force withdrawal, but we did not protect the following units. Can we call this a draw? No, we can't. We can call it a marginal defeat, though, because we are at -1 victory points. We lost 2 for failing to protect the unit, but we only gained 1 for destroying half of the enemy forces. So that is a marginal defeat, and that is a pretty cool map. I would not mind doing another mission on that map at some point. But in the meantime, this is where we're gonna have to call it. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe. Let me real quick, we will raid. I assume Big Fluffy is on tonight. Thanks for the game. Thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure. I do love having you guys along for the ride. Even when things don't go so well as they sometimes don't. But anyway, we will see you next week. Don't forget, yeah, don't forget all the things I've told you not to forget. Consider it a victory regardless of what they say. Alright, well, have a good one. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.